Hey there. It's been a while, almost 2 years. I apologize for that. I've been still been recovering from a car accident. I got in a car wreck at work. I got T-boned on a green light, and unfortunately I got a spine fracture. So yeah, it hasn't been fun. Took me about 8 months to walk again. I got a spinal stimulator surgery in my back recently. Still progging. We're still trying to prevent spinal fusion, so let's see how things goes. But enough of that. Today, you notice it's not about the shark nose. Today is about the E34. We're doing the AC motor assembly for the fan. I'm just gonna make an update for it and put a new one because it's not blowing enough air, and you know how Texas heat is. It's no fun for these cars. So let's start this whole mechanical shit and see how it goes. So another reason you want to change the blower motor assembly is because there's a chance that either it is not working or it's rattling everywhere, or many options why. My occasion is, of course, it's a 30 years old car, so it still blows air. You can hear it and everything, but you barely can feel the air anywhere. And maybe it's time to change it, just to update it. To have something new again. Yeah, we'll keep this one as emergency, but yeah, the main focus is to either have a video out there how to actually replace it, and hopefully this will give me more air, especially here in the Texas heat. It is bad, but let's see how this works.
Several bad puns later.
Alright, we got the unit. It is ACM. It is apparently it's OEM. We have to disassemble this little piece out of it. We have the motor. This is where it's gonna go, right in there. So we have to remove the wipers, this plastic, this little harness. There's a wall bracket here that has about 4 or 5 screws. Remove everything out, remove this gasket out. Just make space so we can actually remove the old unit out and install a new one. Apparently it's not an easy process, but it's not that it's not easy, it's just time consuming. So let's try to take this step by step and see how it goes. Alright, so this right here is a 13mm. Same as the other side. This one will lift. The other one has a little plastic to remove it. So remove these two out. Once you remove those bolts, there's a washer also in each one of them. So before you remove them, remember how to reassemble them again. That way you don't do how to put it back together and have problems later. They can get stuck sometimes, so basically you use little something like this, went under it and pull them up and they pop out. So just be careful, don't destroy the plastic, so carefully just pull it up and they will come out if they're stuck. With a flat screwdriver, I'm gonna remove these little things. They're everywhere. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then same side. Just carefully pry them off. Be careful with them because they're very brittle and old, so you don't want to break them like I did. But yeah, just remove them slowly and we'll go to the next step. So for future reference, you have to pop these guys up, as you can see, because they are basically locked in. That's the main reason why I break one of them. So yeah, just lift this guy up and hope this helps. So once you remove everything, it should look like that. Make sure to clean everything out, all the debris and leaves, everything. Next we'll be taking this gasket off. As you can see, easy to remove. Just don't pull it too hard, break it. Pull it off of the corner, and good to go. Also, while you're at it, go ahead and clean it up. Remove all the dirt and everything out of it, because it's nasty in there. So just clean everything nicely there. Alright, once you remove the gasket, you're gonna see some bolts. I'm gonna have to remove this beauty cover here. There's are actually 10 millimeters, and this piece of the harness, you open it, and there should be some plastic bolt also. These are actually 10 millimeter also. Remove them both. That will remove this harness bracket, and then we can get to the wall section. So let's remove that first.
1 hour later.
So be aware that when you're removing those bolts, once you start removing it, you have to have something behind holding also, because these bolts, they have nothing to hold in the back. So once you hold it, you can remove it with your hands, and then you're good to go. So it might be a little bit different to yours. Just be aware that there's actually 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's actually one in the middle down there. Mine's gone, so that saved me time, but just be aware of that. Once you remove all those bolts, this will get loose, and you're able to take it out just like that. And then from here, you can see the cover of the actual fan. So once you get in there, we'll start trying to remove it somehow. So once you remove the wall and this plastic cover, you'll be able to see the actual fan location. I've been here before when I got this car, but this piece did not have the bolt or whatever, so I had to use sit tight, so I had to break it off. While you're at it, just get a vacuum and clean everything off from there, so that way any debris or whatsoever doesn't get in there. So yeah, we're almost there. Okay, so now that we snapped that one up, I already have one ready for the next one. We can remove this plastic cover from in here, and then we can try to take the actual module out. So now that we moved the plastic, we can see the actual fan in here. So we're going to try to disconnect them and try to take it out from there. To make it easier also for this, just keep pushing this back so you have space to remove it also. So that's a good tip there. If you can see in there, there's this little metal thing right there. You want to push it out somehow, take it off. So right here, and you can focus. There you go. You see that little metal bracket? You want to try to remove it and pull it off from there. So give it a try, and then I'll go to the next step. So for this part, to remove that clip, I use one of my Christmas air balloons hooks, and I kind of pry it through here and then kind of pull it out, because if you can see, not you, if I can point it, it has a little hook. See, closer. There's a little hook. So you want to unhook it out so it can come out. So that's how you remove that little pin. It was a little hard to take out, but I did remove the assembly this here also, which is this bracket and plastic. That way harness can actually pull way back more than we're supposed to, and you still have to angle the fan, like take it out one side, pull it in, and take the other one outside, because it's a little pain in the ass. This is the most difficult part of this job, and also to put it in, it's gonna be another problem, but that's how you actually do it. Unless you have a way If you want to take more time and remove all this harness out, then that's gonna make your life easier, because not just the harness, you want to remove this from the fuel injectors. That way it doesn't get in the way here, and then you can take everything out. So yeah, that's how you do it. So here's a comparison of the old one and the new one. Since the moment was in there, I was testing the movements and everything, and this one, it was super wobbly since it was in there. That's because these little arms are all broken, so that's causing all the wobbliness. You can see right there. This one has a couple areas that are broken on the blades, so that was another problem. Not as wobbly as the other side, so that could be a problem. Probably the motor is fine, but this one, as you can see, super solid. So let me dismantle this thing and then try to pry it in there. So let's start with that.
Later, in the void.
So I believe you can see it from here. No! That thing is brand new, and you can see their sleeves here again. So this is the main reason why we had to be careful with those things and always check on it, because this is the main reason why these cars turn to flames and we lose them. So yeah, keep an eye on that, on the cabin filter, because it's so dumb that there's a leaf again, and I just replaced that not too long ago. So just be careful. So once you vacuum everything in there and get everything prepared, then it is time to assemble this guy. I'm going to try to tackle this as starting from this side, going in like this, trying to put it in there while I'm pulling the harness out, and then slowly, carefully try to put it in there. Let's see how that goes. That's real time. So let's just take it slow, push this around. There's some plastic that can move around, so just keep pulling, take your time, don't rush it. But it is in, and that was real time, so it's just annoying. So now let's try to plug in these cables in there. Let's see how that goes. See if I can grab them also. There's one, there's two. because the other one has cables in it also. But this one's like the original assembly, so actually you have to plug it into the motor. So I'll try to plug it in and you just play around with it. One. Be careful because you can bend those cables also. That's one. Let's see. That'll be great. This thing's in the way also. And the ass. It's in, but I just want to go in. It's a pain in the ass. There you go. It's in. Alright, they're both in. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put the cover in somehow and reassemble it. So I'll be back soon. Also be reminder that you have to put this clip in, so I had to remove the motor a little bit out so I can put this hook under that plastic in here. It goes in and then you can clip it right here. So yeah, just remove the motor a little bit. It's gonna be a little hard to tape it, so the idea is to push this forward, the motor, hook this under it, that little plastic was supposed to go, and then you clip it in there. And then that will hold the whole piece. So just give it a try. So as you can see, I pushed the motor a little bit forward. Careful with the cables so you don't bend them. You want to put this guy under here somehow, if I can do it, under that plastic in there. So there's something I have to do with my both hands, so I push the motor at the same time. Once it clicks on there, then you got to put it in the bottom section like I showed you earlier. So give it a shot. As you can see, it was not hard. I just push it all at the same time, and now I'm hooked in the back. So now I can just go ahead and somehow get in there and just click it in there. If I can just go ahead and do it. Trying to see if you got it live somehow. Just get in there and there you go. Done. It's clipped. So that should do it. See? That wasn't too hard. So right now, before you start mounting everything together, always double check that it's functioning. It's as simple as turn on the car. Look at that. There's not much air right now because the whole cabin is all open, so there's no pressure, but it's working. No rattling, no nothing. So that's what you want. And as you can see, so now that you check it's working, now we can do the assembly. So let's do that. So plastic in, you basically put this back, put it all together. Careful with the motor piece of the wiper. Push it in there, get this out of the way, make it go in the front. Same for the bottom one. You want to make sure that these sections are sealed. This kind of match with that piece. Same on the other side. Touch the bottom section so that way the plastic is actually covering everything with the other section of the plastic. Once you know that everything's sealed and nothing move anywhere, then I don't have the bolt for this, so I'm just going to use the yellow strap I showed you earlier. I will strap it in a second. So now that I tie it up with a zip tie, it's very tight. It's not going anywhere. Again, try that there are no gaps. We can snip this a little bit. Just a little bit. Get the cuts. Wow. Anyhow, just cut it, and then we can put the next part. Now, before I do install this back in, as I mentioned earlier, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts that you have to remove from here. Again, I did not have mine on the bottom ones. I just removed them just for easy removal. I only have the top ones because this will actually catch in with that part here. So, and then you have the two ones that hold the harness. So, yeah. Once you put it in, same from that side and this side, I just want to have more access to hold with the finger and tie it up. Once it's tight, then you can use the socket to tie it all the way. And we're good to go. Now, to put these boys back in, plastic. And once you put this back in, don't forget to plug this back in also, because we just remove these so we can have more easy access to remove the harness out. But we're almost done. Alright, everything's been put together. I clean everything as much as possible, assemble all the wipers. I'll clean up everything a little bit also, because I haven't touched this car since I had the car wreck 2 years ago, and because of the spine fracture, there's not much I can do really. But it's all together, so let's go ahead and test it out. Alright, so we're back to the car. Let's see how this turns out. Alright, so I can say I feel more airflow. Not as much as I was expecting, but I can feel more airflow. I can say that. Even here I can feel it. That's good. Again, removing it out. The motor was good, but the fan blade was bad. So that is a good thing that I took care of it now. So I don't have to deal with this for a long time again. Hopefully this helps others to take care of this job now that there is an actual video on how to do it. Also reminder to please remember to check that down there, that little control module, whatever it is, because that is an enormous fire hazard. You saw from previously that even though it's brand new and put a new one, I already have a leaf down there somehow. So double check down there, because that can burn down the whole car. Good example, the YouTuber M3, name is Josh. He's a good friend of mine. He has a video about it also. It is very sad to see E34 get burned down because of that, so double check that. It doesn't take that long to check it out. It's very accessible down there. So, and also check your cabin filter. But yeah, hopefully I can bring more content later. Again, hopefully this helps others to take care of this job, and I will see you until next time. So take care.